Thanks, Ryan. New UTV regulations are for Washburn, Wisconsin, and a fun event next week in Superior goes beneath the lake's surface. All that and more as we take you around the Northland, trail by trail. We start in Northeastern Minnesota, where the IRRR awarded over $100,000 to the Iron Range Tourism Bureau to support their Small Project Grants program. The program funds projects that help in the further development of recreational trails and facilities in northern St. Louis County. Clubs or agencies that benefited from this round include the Alborn Dirt Devils, the City of Biwabic, and the Ely Igloo Snowmobile Club. Projects range from resurfacing trails to clubhouse expansions and new pavilions. Next, we head to Washburn, Wisconsin, where the City Council recently adopted an ordinance change related to ATV and UTV use in the city. ATVs and UTVs are now allowed to use city streets in order to access designated trails. Other usage inside the city is not allowed. Hours of operation will remain the same, and ATVs and UTVs should not be operated between 2 and 6 a.m. We'll have a link to this new ordinance on our website. Next, we head to Bayfield, Wisconsin, where it was just announced today that trails across the county are closing. Effective Monday, all ATV and UTV trails will close for the season. Landowners and trail managers will determine in the coming weeks when they can reopen. Usually this happens in early May. The Tri-County Corridor and road routes will remain open as usual. And we wrap up in Superior, when an upcoming presentation is taking a look at what lies below the surface of Lake Superior. The next River Talk event will be Wednesday, March 13th, called What Lies Below: Underwater Mapping Near and in the St. Louis River Estuary. The speaker will be from NOAA, and the presentation will be virtual and in person. His presentation will highlight current efforts and technologies being used to improve understanding of the underwater world. We'll have the registration link for that event on our website. And if you or someone you know is part of a local trail club or alliance, send us a report or a notice of an event to trailbytrail@northernnewsnow.com, and it might be featured as we take you around the Northland, trail by trail.